Imagine this, the power just went out, but not for a few hours, it's not coming back for months. Seriously, would you and your family really be okay for 90 days?
That scenario flips everything upside down. Most people think they're prepared, but the truth is, in the first 48 hours, almost everyone burns through their supplies and options. I'm Zach, and today we're diving into exactly how to become the top 5% who actually thrive during a long-term blackout.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what gear, food, water, and backup systems you need, how to avoid rookie mistakes, and how to keep your family safe and sane no matter what.
We'll break down the must-have 1-1 item checklist, from food and water to lighting, warmth, first aid, and comms. Plus, we'll share how to start prepping on a shoestring budget. Ready? Let's get straight into building your survival blueprint.
You know, the thing that shocks people is just how quickly supplies run out. In almost every blackout, the first 2 days are when panic sets in.
Absolutely. Folks underestimate how much they rely on power for food, water, and information. I've seen people empty their pantries, drink whatever's left in the fridge, and then they're completely stuck.
It's wild. Your fridge is basically a ticking clock. Cold groceries go bad fast, and after that, it's whatever's in your cupboards.
That's why prepping isn't just about stockpiling. It's about having a plan that actually lasts, not just surviving a long weekend without power.
Let's start with the cornerstone, food. A lot of people assume a few boxes of pasta and some canned soup will cut it.
Yeah, but when you do the math, you need at least 135,000 calories per person for 90 days. Suddenly, that case of ramen looks pretty lame.
Freeze-dried meals, change the game, add water. You've got actual meals with protein, carbs, veggies, and you can store them for decades.
And don't forget bulk staples. Rice, pasta, oats, beans. Stored right, they last for decades. The trick is pairing them with canned meats, veggies, and seasonings to keep morale up.
Funny enough, there are two unsung heroes in prepping: peanut butter and powdered milk.
Peanut butter is a calorie powerhouse, protein, fats, long shelf life, no fridge needed. I always keep a dozen jars handy.
And powdered milk might not win taste awards, but for cooking, baking, and just getting extra nutrients, nothing beats it.
When you can't get fresh milk and you need to keep kids and adults fed, these make a huge difference. Rotate your supplies and you're set for years.
Alright, so food's covered, but water is even more non-negotiable. You can last weeks without food, but only days without water.
Exactly. For a 90-day blackout, that's 90 gallons per person minimum. Big barrels are awesome, but even smaller containers add up quick.
But even 100 gallons runs out. You need a way to purify more. Portable water filters, purification tablets, collapsible containers for collecting rain or stream water.
When the taps go dry, your ability to both store and replenish water can literally mean the difference between making it and not.
After food and water, the third pillar is power, because even if you have candles, charging your phone or running medical devices is a whole different ball game.
Solar generators have come so far, clean, silent, and you can keep lights, radios, and critical devices going for weeks with the right setup.
Plus, stacking smaller battery banks gives you redundancy. If one fails, you've got options. And don't forget all the adapters, cables, and spare rechargeable batteries.
Trust me, you never want to be hunting for the right charger in the dark. Organize everything now, and you'll thank yourself later.
Once the sun goes down, you need reliable lighting. Candles might look cozy, but they're a fire hazard.
Solar lanterns, LED flashlights, and especially headlamps are a game changer. Hands-free lighting for cooking, repairs, or even reading at night.
Crank power lights are underrated too. No sun, no batteries, a few minutes of cranking and you're good to go.
And don't knock glow sticks. They're cheap, morale-boosting, and great for kids or signaling in an emergency.
Let's be honest, when things break, no amount of YouTube tutorials will help if you don't have the right tools.
A solid multi-tool is like an entire toolbox in your pocket. Plus, a reliable manual can opener is crucial if you're living off canned food.
Don't forget an axe or hatchet for firewood and a hand crank radio that keeps you connected to weather alerts and emergency news, even when everything's offline.
Those basics keep your world running, even when civilization takes a break.
Hygiene isn't glamorous, but it's non-negotiable. When plumbing stops, things get gross fast.
Wet wipes and sanitizer are your best friends, but waste management is mission critical. Heavy-duty trash bags and portable toilets prevent a health disaster.
And for women, always stock up on feminine hygiene products and consider reusable options like menstrual cups.
With a few smart supplies, you can maintain health and dignity, even if the shower's out for weeks.
So many people forget how dangerous cold can be during a blackout. Hypothermia sets in way faster than you think.
Emergency Mylar blankets are lifesavers, reflecting body heat back to you. But for real comfort, invest in cold weather sleeping bags and lots of layers.
Thompson hand warmers are dirt cheap and super effective. And don't forget, waterproof gear staying dry is half the battle.
A few simple items can keep everyone healthy and functional, even if the heat's been out for weeks.
When help isn't coming, your first aid kit becomes your ER. You need more than just Band-Aids.
Stock up on pain relievers, antidiarrheals, allergy meds, and definitely extras of any prescription meds your family needs. Rotate them often.
And don't forget an emergency first aid manual or app. Knowing what to do is as important as having the gear.
If you can, take a basic first aid class. In a real crisis, those skills are priceless.
Let's talk cooking. All those bags of rice and beans aren't much good if you can't cook them.
Portable propane stoves, liquid fuel burners, rocket stoves each has strengths and weaknesses. Redundancy is key because fuel can run out or weather can mess with your plans.
Solar ovens are great when they're sun, and a simple campfire can do wonders if you know how to use it safely.
Keep plenty of no-cook foods too, for when you're too exhausted or the weather's just not cooperating.
A lot of people overlook the economic side. No power means no ATMs, no credit cards.
Small bills are best, and stash $500 to $1,000 if you can. But when cash loses value, bartering supplies like toilet paper, coffee, batteries, and meds become the new currency.
And be smart, never reveal your full stash. Trade only with trusted people and keep security in mind.
Having barter items gives you leverage and options, especially when the official economy grinds to a halt.
Now maybe the most crucial, staying connected. Without communication, you're flying blind.
Quality GMRS or ham radios keep you in touch with family and local networks. Don't just rely on your cell phone. It won't always work.
Battery-powered weather radios, real paper maps, and a written family communication plan are must-haves. Don't forget something as simple as a whistle for signaling if you're in trouble.
When you know what's happening, you make better decisions. Information, real, accurate info, is a survival multiplier.
Let's wrap up with the big three takeaways. 1, it's not enough to just get by for a few days. You need a 90-day plan for food, water, and power.
2, backups and redundancy are key. Don't rely on one cooking method or a single flashlight. Layer everything: power, water, communication.
And 3, prepping isn't about fear. It's about empowerment, taking control so you're not at the mercy of chaos.
Your next step? Start small. Pick one category: food, water, lighting, and set up a week's worth of supplies. Build up from there. And if you haven't grabbed the free guide, now's the time. Stay prepared, stay smart, and we'll see you next time.